They're set to go as they will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Raiders to kick off for Detroit.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Danny Shelton.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down now. It's Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for him with Jones. Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Brady's throw there complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Brady's throw complete there to Evans. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
To Mike Evans.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And it's 3rd down.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
4th down.
Now on 4th down, Ryan Succop now for the Buccaneer field goal.
This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 26.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Stafford to his 2nd-year tight end Hockenson for a Lion first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a toss play right to Swift.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
From the red zone now, Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7. Buccaneers nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
16 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
To number 87,
Rob Gronkowski. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Is good.
Extra point put through by Succop. And we are tied at 7.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man, Ty Johnson. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. To throw is Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a carry for Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, Swift. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. the gun, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And out across midfield down to the 45. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
A gain of 13 yards.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Rob Gronkowski with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
It is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Lions 10.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. It is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Play is a turnover on downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Brady. Incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Kenyon to kick off for Tampa Bay.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now here's Johnson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
2 yards on the pickup.
And there's the anchor of this line, Big Vita Vea on the tackle, former first-round pick in his 3rd season now out of the University of Washington.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at 2nd down.
Eric Berry there defensively.
and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Swift. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1 yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Kerryon Johnson, 3rd-year man from Auburn. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got it. And it's stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll run with Swift. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
One more time with Swift. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions Lions are once again going to retake the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Lions 17, Buccaneers 14.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 9, Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play.
14.
Bucks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And no, it's incomplete. The Bucks try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Over on downs.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Swift down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
5-yard line.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Tackle made at the 5-yard.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run the toss to Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, Sutherland's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. Well, the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
And a Buccaneer first down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, Brady. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Christian Jones. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Looking right side, he's got a man. That's McCoy. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Operating from the gun, Brady being chased out left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Succop for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
The score, Lions 24, Buccaneers 21. Bradley.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Johnson now returning. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From midfield, here's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Eluding the pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady will set up the screen to McCoy. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jamie Collins in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? You might get radio silence back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
46-yard line.
Now it's Swift. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Lions,